All right, guys, I'm so excited to help you construct your perfect offer. So here's the thing, right? It can be really frustrating when you know you have like the most amazing thing to sell, but for whatever reason, when you talk about it, people just don't get it, right? And because of that, they're not buying your thing. So what we're going to be working together on is creating and architecting this amazing offer using this pillar and cinder block framework that we have developed. So what I'd love to do in just this quick video is kind of explain exactly how this is going to work. So I want you to imagine that your offer is like this structure. And so the idea here is that the result that your client wants so desperately, AKA the result that your offer can provide, is going to be the roof. So for example, let's say that in my program, we want to help you get more clients, right? From social media. That would be the roof. Then what we're going to look at is the pillars, AKA the walls, right? These are going to be representative of the components or the categories or the actions that are going to support the achievement of getting this result. In other words, these walls have to support the weight of this roof. And so the way you can look at it is to say, if your client were to have this wall, and this wall at 100% height, meaning there's no gap here, then we could assume that they would get the result. And so the question to you will be, well, what are those 4 pillars? So for example, in our Profitable Pipelines program, where we help you get more clients from social media, we know that in order to do so, you have to generate leads, right? The other thing you have to do is nurture leads. Then you have to convert your leads. And then you have to keep them buying, right? And so those would be the pillars of our offer, right? Which would be like retention, keep them buying. And then at the foundation of it, right? Going to be truly kind of the thing that it all rests on. This is your value proposition. Just like in a house, you need a strong foundation. The same thing is going to be here. This is what's going to really set your offer apart from everyone else. So in our pipelines program, as we're helping you get more clients by generating, nurturing, and converting leads that you keep buying over and over, the foundation of this is going to be using GroupTrack, right? So that is kind of how we would develop ours. So again, I want you to just start thinking about it in those terms, right? What is the foundation of your offer? What would the different pillars be that would help you hold those walls up, hold up that roof, so that you are able to truly articulate this to your clients? Now, once you're able to articulate this, then what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, we need to help your prospects understand, hey, the reason you're not getting the result is because this pillar and this pillar and this one, they're just not at 100%, right? And so that's why your roof is on the floor, it's fallen all over the place. And what's really awesome is as we're teaching them in our Facebook group, as we're emailing them, as we're doing masterclasses and webinars and all sorts of things, the entire purpose here is that we are going to show the person why they are not getting the result. Having this visual where they can assess and be like, oh, I get it now. I'm not getting this result because this area of my business is lacking, or this area of my relationship is lacking, right? Whatever it may be that you sell. So again, we're going to show people, if you want this result, you need these pillars at 100%. The reason you're not getting this result is because yours looks like this. Then when we get to the offer, it's going to be very easy to communicate how you are going to help them raise their roof. And so what you're going to be able to do is put these cinder blocks together. These cinder blocks are going to represent each brick that you're going to lay down to build up that wall one brick at a time with them. The cinder blocks are going to be representative of the exercises, the methods, the strategies, the things that they're going to do with you in order to really master that particular pillar. So for example, if we were looking at pillar one in our profitable pipelines program. And again, keeping in mind with the idea that the clients in that program are really looking to get more clients from social media. If our pillar one is lead gen, right, one of the first things we would teach is our friend list leveraging strategy, right? Which is we're going to use our friends list on Facebook and our followers on Instagram, and we're going to actually work that to build up our leads list. The next thing we might be able to teach you is our yellow car strategy, which is like really getting clear on who those ideal clients are, what to look for, what to speak so that you can find them, and then what we're going to do to actually work them, right? So another one of the strategies that we would teach is our partner training formula. And this is the strategy that we teach that allows you to get in front of other people's yellow car parking lots, which is audiences full of your ideal client, how to get in front of them and to speak in a way that's going to convert them. So as you can see, right, we are going to say, in order to build up your lead gen, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and so forth, right? And ideally, once you're doing all of those frameworks that we teach you, you've got your lead gen locked and loaded. Then we move on to the next one, right? So as you can see, it becomes very easy to articulate exactly what it is that you're going to do with your client, whether it be through a course, a membership, coaching program, one-on-one, it doesn't matter, right? And so again, this is how we build our perfect offer. Again, we're going to say, you want this result, we're going to do this, 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 and this together, and we're going to take you through this. Now, let me tell you the truth. Once you get this done, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this just makes life so much easier. Well, let's take it even a step further. Once you've done this, you can repurpose your program and do tons of things. For example, I could take any of these lead magnets, cinder blocks, and turn it into a lead magnet, right? So that I put this out into the universe and I'm like, hey, need help with this thing? Drives them to this, sells the entire offer. This is also what we use for our masterclass content. So imagine doing a webinar and educating people, hey, if you want this result, you need to do this, 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 and this. Here's how we help you inside of our program, right? And so the masterclass content strategy that we teach and that we implement in our own business and that we teach in our profitable pipelines programs emulates exactly this. We take our pillars, and what we're going to do is we're going to help our people realize, oh, this pillar is lacking. I don't have these cinder blocks in place. So using this for your masterclass is a game changer. You could also create an assessment. This could be really good to have in your Facebook group. This could be something that you use as a lead gen that you kind of put out into the wild. But again, once we assess and we educate people, the reason you're not getting the results is because of this. It makes it so much easier to sell this, right? So an assessment's really cool. And as I mentioned, these can actually represent your course modules, your lessons. Just having this done this way makes it very simple to, again, even build the core foundation of your offer in your course module. So cool. And then last but not least, or maybe not, right? Two more things. You can do this in your weekly content. So again, a lot of times people are like, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to make content around. Well, now you have all of your topics. If you're running something where you're doing content in your Facebook group or on your personal page or on your Instagram, this is going to be perfect. Take one of these cinder blocks a week, elaborate on it, do a training, and then invite them into your offer. Having this, again, is going to be a game changer. One of the things that we teach inside of our Profitable Pipelines program is that we literally teach this strategy. You build it out. You're going to do week 1 training, week 2 training, week 3, and so forth in your Facebook group. Then the next month, we're going to do this cinder block pillar. Then we're going to do this one. And at the end of 4 months, we have everything built out in terms of lead gen and support and making offers in our business, which is just so, so cool. So again, just remember, once you build this, now you're going to have all that content topic so that you're going to be able to get in front of people and share all the cool stuff. And then last but not least, you can turn this into low ticket offers, right? So again, I could literally take one cinder block out of my larger offer and sell it as a standalone. Again, you could do this as a workshop. It could be a mini course. It could be a course. It could be all sorts of things. But once you get people kind of acclimated into learning about you and one of those cinder blocks, then they're so much likely to buy your whole offer. So stinking cool. So I'm so excited for you guys to walk through this with us. We're going to take you through how to build your perfect offer using this amazing framework, so that, again, you can truly architect that perfect offer that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need. All right, guys, can't wait to get going.